Hello everyone, welcome to another stream. Today we're going to be doing Krabby. In case anyone's watching the VOD after, just skip the intro. It's a live solo run. I don't know how better I can articulate that it's live, so it's a stream. I'm not putting a long intro into the video on purpose. Anyway, welcome guys. Alright, let's talk about Krabby for a second. Stats. 25 special. That's really all you need to know. There are two other similar runs. Let me adjust my mic real quick. There are two other similar runs to this in the fact that they start off with Bubble. And at first you look at it and it's like intuitive. Hey, I got Bubble. I can beat Brock really quick. Good run. But Bubble is so incredibly weak, and then you combine it with 25 base special that it becomes a detriment and it makes the rest of the game really hard. So we're gonna have to do a lot of grinding early. High attack, but it's gonna be a bit. We have to get to level 20 before we can utilize it. Now I have high hopes for Krabby. Not high hopes, but like a 330 time, 335. I think it can get that. Hopefully we can have less than 12 resets. And speaking of resets, I don't have mine pulled up, so give me a second. I knew I forgot something. Okay, we're on double digit resets. We're gonna be confident. We're gonna swap it over to the single digit resets. Okay, so let's see how high this crab can go. This is an old video. I actually, last night, before we get into it proper, I sit down and I was looking at next week's, like, what do I want to stream next week? Do I want to stream next week? And I was looking at this video, so I watched like my really old videos, and I watched the old Sandshrew video, and it was a little trip down memory lane. Pretty good video, I think. Okay, I think we're about ready to begin. If I remember, I'll put a timestamp down. We'll see how well this run goes. I mean, he'll crab hammer, but I mean, he's got 25 base special. If anything, if this run goes good, it's gonna put a lot of hype on the eventual Kingler video. I think Kingler can be a pretty good run, and I love doing these pre-evolved Pokemon because in the future it gives me like a what if scenario, like how good could it actually be? So like Kingler, let's say Raticate. There's probably some more I'm just forgetting off the top of my head, but like Pokemon like that, I think could be really good. But I think we're about ready. Thanks everybody for showing up. I do appreciate it. And I think we're about ready to get in. I have very, very, very condensed notes for this one, so I shouldn't have to pause as much. I know there was a complaint. We did the blind run last week and people were like, I like it because you don't have to look at notes, but like, you know, we still paused in that run anyway. But we're about ready to begin. I appreciate everybody showing up, and let's just hop into it. Actually, no, hang on, this music feels a little bit low. So give me a second. Let me get my vibes going. Nice to see you in the stream. Alright, we're starting. Hang on. I just half snorted, hang on. I adjusted the music and it ends up being too loud, hang on. That sounds better. Okay, sorry about that. Timer doesn't run until the game starts, so we're fine. You got an arcade cabinet? Wow. Do the Krabby dance. I appreciate that, Sora Donald Goofy 99. We're gonna be dancing today. Dancing around this awful start. So, I tried lots of things for this run. We ultimately went to yellow because there's more experience in the early game. We'll talk more about that, but like, okay, I'm gonna make a save state right here, and I'm gonna talk about why. Because Krabby with Bubble can lose this battle a lot. And if I lose the battle, realistically, I'm just gonna restart. Did I just get streamer luck and just win on the first try? Never mind. forget what I was saying. You can lose this battle, and instead of restarting the whole run until I win it, I was just going to make a save state to make it a little quicker for stream. But it turns out that it doesn't matter.
Tombstoner, brother.
I always say the donations before they pop up on my screen. I can't help it. Force of habit. Once again, I do appreciate that. I'm hoping for a 35-minute Brock split. It sounds weird because we have Bubble and we can make it through real quick, but this run has like other problems. We seen how weak Bubble was in that opening battle, right? So that's going to be the theme here. I tried out lots of things. Krabby, if you're talking about final learn set, the main thing is like we're probably going to swap to Blizzard eventually. And then Body Slam and Swords Dance is going to carry the load. I'm picking up extra potions. Krabby has really bad base HP. It's one of its flaws. Okay, so I need to pick this up. So what I have found, originally I was like, hey, we got this incredibly high attack stat. So why don't we like grind a little bit on wild Pokemon, find a Metapod, get rid of all the Leers, and go into struggle strats, and we'll just struggle, and it'll be fine. But the low base HP of 30 makes that so hard to do that it just wasn't worth it. I couldn't make it past trainers, not even like the second mandatory trainer. So what we're gonna do here is the simplest matter. I don't know why I'm knocking this out. I should run away. What am I doing? Run away. We'll save right here. We're gonna do the one mandatory bug catcher, and the solution for this part of the game is very simple. Like, obviously it's gonna be light years, blackout, grinding. I save it before here because we can lose this if it goes for nothing but tackle. Maybe gets a tackle crit. Krabby has really bad base HP, guys. I can't stress that enough. Kingler has a Gigantamax form, actually, with a big bubbly beard. So check that out. Oh, I gotta buy. Almost forgot. Now, this is one part I did not write down. I want to buy an escape rope. This is a last second edition I did like last night right before I went to bed. I was like, get the escape rope and let's see how that works out. Minimum battles does not equate to a faster time. No, you'll rarely see me do minimum battles. Even in like runs like my Lowland Ninetales run that got an hour and 48 minutes of in-game time, didn't do minimum battles. We're doing this here so that we can get to the Light Years trainer and we can maximize our easy training that we can get here. So you come here at the earliest level possible so you can do this the most time that you can. And this is Krabby's like not great at this, but it does have Leer, so I could just auto do Leer until I lose. I wouldn't do like an egg move run or like a trade back. I don't have any plans to do those for a while because my last couple of egg move runs didn't do that well. But Krabby with dig would be really good. Kingler with dig would be, I don't know, guys. I haven't done the Kingler run, so I can't really speak on it. But I think the Kingler run, if it had dig, man, that would be like A+ Pokemon, I think. I think Persian, if you gave Persian dig, if Persian had dig, it would be like a 95+ ranked Pokemon. But yeah, I haven't been interested in doing the Gen 2 move, egg move type runs in a while because the last one just didn't do well at all. And I try to be cognizant of that, see what the viewers want, look at the views and all that kind of stuff. Maybe they'll blow up one day, but the 3 that I've done haven't done well. Seeking's an awful piece of garbage. Kingler would absolutely destroy it. I don't think Seeking can beat Krabby. Like, Krabby's not going to look like much right now, but I promise you it's going to be like a point in the game where it's like, man, Krabby actually kind kind of put on the jets. There's not many seeking runs because it's pretty bad. Just like the reason that there's no Golduck runs is because it's pretty bad. I mean, I'm eventually going to do them all, but those aren't like intriguing runs. I've done the Golduck run, or Psyduck run, I should say. And, man, worst Brock split outside of like Abra to date. I have Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on an emulator, Dreamcast emulator. We got to do this for a while, and we're overtraining because of the next route. We'll talk about that specifically when we make it to it, but our goal here is level 13, so this can take quite a bit, but there's no way around it. Like, I really did try, like, struggle strats, and, like, I tried to, like, see if we could just make it through, but the next route, if you skimp by and you try to make this part faster, the next part of the game becomes beyond awful. Like, it's like, what am I doing with my life? Like, when you're taking 7 hits to knock out like a Ekans and it's just poisoning you or wrapping you, it's just like, okay, cool. With my 30 base health, I'm just slowly dying. I mean, I think if you give Sword Stance to anything, it's going to be better. I think next week we'll do, it's looking like Sandshrew for the next week. I really want to revisit that run. I watched my old video and I was like, I like this. I like this video. It's like an old unpolished video. Cold Frost Zero for the $10. Appreciate that. It's going to pop up on screen in a minute and I can't help it. I seen it. I reacted to it. It's going to pop up. It's going to interrupt me any second now. Sandshrews pretty good run too. Not as good as this one. But it's a pretty good. I want to set it up for the eventual Sand Slash, and then maybe one day the Alolan runs make their return, and we have an Alolan Sand Slash run. But we'll see. We got to start. You always got to start at the beginning. Keep it baby steps. Keep everything in front of you. I mean, you got to ask yourself why you would have a Seeking on your team. Like, what does it do better than anything else? It has Waterfall, unique move, but by the time you learn it, you already have Surf. And Surf is just objectively better at every single way. Getting kind of close. I have a goal in mind for this, for a very specific number, and then we'll go back and we'll backtrack. First part, like, there's nothing you can do to Krabby to not alleviate this bad early game. The ultimate goal here is to get to level 20 before Cerulean.
Tombstoner, brother.
There we go. There's that notification I reacted to a while ago. I don't like to crit there, but I mean, we have Leer, so it's whatever. This has taken the longest. I do believe that we're good. We can actually just win this battle. I'm at the point I need to. Let me not get distracted by chat too much. Let me keep it on the straight and narrow here. Cold Frost Zero, I've already reacted. I said as soon as you sent it in the chat, I was right on top of it. For some reason, the notifications are like a minute off, so it's like, do I wait a minute and react, or do I react like genuinely when it first comes up? You know what I mean? Well, you say more experience, but it's slower. Like, it's beyond slow to knock out to get knocked out by Onyx, and then you're blacking out. Like, this is a little bit faster. You could, just like all my runs and stuff like that, like anybody's free to test out their own routes, and if somebody finds something that's just faster, great. I thought I was doing something wrong for a second, but I think we're good. Oh, we're out of bubble PP. Uh-oh. Your boy made a mistake. It's gonna take a minute, but we'll make it through. Slight miscalculation. Okay. I feel like we're good here. I'm gonna use the escape rope. Yeah, it has good attack, good defense, but that's about it. Speed's not awful, but everything else is special in HP. Not the best. Cold Frost Zero, if you give me another $10, I can emphatically say never in my life would it ever cross me to buy those chips, and I never will. Even if they were made out of solid gold, I would never. Yeah, Viridian Forest is a dungeon, so you can dig out of dungeons.
Tombstoner, brother.
Another $10. Yeah, man, I'll get right on those chips. I'll get right on them. I'll order those chips. I'm ordering them right now, actually. Martin, I think you're confused. And I think you need to check yourself in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the name. Chippy Chip. I think Martin's attempting to be funny. It's just not his cup of tea. So you have to be a higher level here. Let's go through that. You have to be a higher level here because this fight takes like maybe 6 or 7 turns to knock out the Rattata, 6 or 7 turns to knock out the Ekans, and it becomes this absolute slog. Now we still have to go back and heal here, and it doesn't feel great, but there's not much you can do about this early game. We're actually doing the Oddish run this Sunday. So we'll see. Yeah, Absorb feels worse because like... Yeah, Absorb's way worse. Just because it's like resisted by everything at the start of the game. I messed up my early game route. I'm gonna just admit that here. It might have to lead to a second run. But... I messed up my experience a little bit. Now, if I can just like correctly on the fly, just kind of like adjust it here, I think we'll be fine. I think we can cut out a trainer, but I don't know what specifically at the moment. Water gun, just a straight up upgrade to bubble. I hate that you have to get it, but it is what it is. Oh my god. Belated honeymoon present? I appreciate that, brother. I'll tell the missus about it. We'll be eating lobster tail tonight. Once again, it's gonna pop up on my screen like in a minute from now. What do I cut out? Because I made an error. Do I cut anything out? I don't know yet. I'm trying to think.
Tombstoner, brother.
Once again, appreciate it. I should have practiced this morning rather than practice last night because I feel like I'm already off my game a little bit. I'm confused and I'm getting wrapped. I don't think I saved it. I did. I save stated it. So here's what we're gonna do. Reset. There we go. So we had our first reset right there. That's so annoying. Think about that. You're just like confused and you're getting wrapped slowly. And this is just like, Jesus Christ. Okay, I think we can barely win this one. Yeah. You see how close that battle was? Absurd. We'll probably run into more problems. We'll see. There's gonna be several things that I can just clean up just due to playing a run. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, 335. Hey, $50 is not nothing, brother. Much appreciated. It's a huge donation. Don't cut yourself. Don't sell yourself short. Do I cut anything out or do I just... I think I can just... Man, I should be battling these Geodudes. I'm just trying to think about how I can like salvage some of my earlier time losses. I mean, it depends on the context, Joe. Like, if I got a bill in the mail for $50, I'd say, wow, that's a pretty cheap bill. But if somebody came up to me and said, here's $50, I'd say, that's a lot of money just to give away. I guess it all depends on the context. Like most things in life. Joe, please refrain from asking people publicly how much money they have. It's a very weird and socially awkward question to ask. I'm gonna try to beat this coughing with bubble. I have an ether I picked up so we can use it on water gun. But I would like to have, 12 seems a little bit overkill, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to mess up here. I'm grabbing the Helix Fossil because I don't give a... You know what I don't give. I don't want to say it. Too early in the stream for me to get that way. We went out. I'll tell you guys about eating real quick. On the honeymoon, we went out to some places, and there's this place in Alaska that sells king crab. And guess how much it costs for one person to get this king crab plate? Am I gonna lose? Hang on. I am. Let me talk about this before we go back into it. For this king crab plate, it's like a pound of king crab legs, some crab cake, some crab bisque. A little bit over one. It was $95 a person. If I didn't heal here, I'm just gonna reset, but not take the reset. You know what I mean? Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, let's reset. I need to heal. German names? I named in the Snorlax run. We named our Snorlax the German name, Relaxo. Such a good name.
Tombstoner, brother.
Oh, Sea Duke Net Architecture back for the 5 months. Glad you're here, brother. Poisoned. It's like everything that can go wrong with Krabby is going wrong now that I'm streaming. We made it past the first rival battle, but you know. I think we can outlast this. Finish it off with a Vice Grip. Okay, so we're level 20 a little bit earlier than we wanted to, but it doesn't matter. I don't have to use candies for quite a long time. Cookie has fainted to the poison. It's fine. We'll revive him in a second. We're not gonna make the crab cakes out of him just yet. We'll save it. Misty first. Really? Eating lobster? We had lobster tails a couple of times. You know, it was okay. I tried some calamari. Some fried calamari too. I was just trying to get my palate out. Even if, well, I'm not gonna learn Bide for this run. I don't care if it uses Harden a lot. Like, we crit right there. Like, it'll out damage eventually. Well, I can't say I have. I was more on a seafood type stuff. Kick on this one. I mean, crawfish is just like normal. Like, I mean, you can go down the street and get 37 of them. Duck looks pretty good. I watch a lot of cooking shows. Oh, Kendall C back for the
brother.
The 10 months. Why did that one pop up so quick? The inconsistency is driving me crazy. Oh yeah, more. Okay, we learned Bubble Beam, and I was about to say it could only cost us if I get Sand Attack, but we didn't. I didn't learn it yet. Greasy. I don't know about Greasy. Okay, we're set. We got lots of power points. Yes, I'm very much from the USA. As much as I would love to be like, duh, but I mean, I guess not everybody knows. I guess it could sound, I guess I don't sound like every American, but definitely, we're definitely in the US of A. Yeah, when was the season? Summer? Lots of little crawfish boils. Man, that word already sounds... Said boils twice, and it already sounds crazy to me. You ever done that with a word? Say a word, and it's just like, what is this word? Cold Frost Zero. I'm guessing you're from New Mexico. I feel like overall we've probably lost a couple of minutes here and there. Having 2 resets already makes me sad. My test run, my full test run I did last night, had 12 resets. I also got incredibly unlucky on Lieutenant Surge. The first time I tried it, I one-shot it. Very easy. And the second time, he selected Thunderbolt every single time, and I had 4 resets. So we'll see. Maybe Surge will go better and it can make up some of these resets. How do I feel about Digimon? I might have watched 1 episode when I was a kid. That's about the extent. Now, I do like Monster Rancher. I wish I had like a huge channel where I could do anything I want, and I would play or do a video on Monster Rancher Battle Card 2. Such a good game. It's one of those games I just go back and play by myself a lot, like every few years. Joe, I hate to inform you, but 10:30 is not midnight. Midnight, you know. I've seen Baldi be played, but I haven't played it myself. No interest, really. I'll leave that to the professionals. Oh, what am I doing? I almost left Bill. Oh, if you leave the house, you have to talk to Bill again? Man, I'm sucking real bad at juggling chat and playing right now. It's okay. It's fine. Krabby will have to suffer a couple of minutes slower on his results. Yeah, two things that could make Krabby infinitely better. If it started out with Vice Grip and if it got Dig right here, but it doesn't. I'm going to save it because I got Hypnosis and defeated here. Crabhammer has a 78% chance to crit, and it only has an 85% accuracy, so it's kind of like... I've seen it not crit 3 times in a row. When did I first play a Pokemon ROM? Yeah, we'll learn Guillotine, why not? I don't know. Hang on, I'm asleep and I just got Vice Grip disabled. I'm very upset. Pokemon ROM, I don't know, 10 years ago. 15 years ago. Whenever the internet became a big thing. In high school. Yeah, I mean, I know about Digimon, but I was really into Pokemon as a kid, and most stuff I'd just seen as a cheap imitation to Pokemon. If you meant a ROM hack, then the answer is exactly the same. I got a lot of potions I didn't use. Maybe we can use that information later. I'm probably a little bit older than most people, so by the time SpongeBob came out, like I watched it some, but I was already like an adult, so I didn't really, you know. I mean, Pokemon was around for so long that I got out of it just because, you know, nobody played anymore. It wasn't until, I think, X and Y came out when I finally decided to give it a whirl again. Oh, you just meant, oh, when it came out. Like, I bought it when it came out. If you're talking about just like when I first played the games, I played the cartridge like 98, whenever they came out. I was in the 5th grade. How old am I? I am in my mid-30s. Oh, I didn't mean to body slam there. Sand attack miss. No, I think Gen 2 and Gen 2, Gen 3, Gen 4 made the most important contributions to the series. I like Gen 1 the most to play it, but like I don't think it's the best. Gen 2 did a lot to make the game better. When I go back, when I play my Gen 2 runs, it's such a treat because there's so many quality of life changes. It's just so much better in terms of mechanically. And then like Gen 3 took it to the next level. And then finally in Gen 4 we get the physical special split. So like lots of improvements overall. Now this one, I'm gonna heal. I don't think I can survive. I can't survive a Thunderbolt anyway. We might have some resets here. But Surge and Yellow doesn't have good AI. So all we gotta do is hit 2 body slams. We win. So it can't select Thunderbolt. Oh, thank you, Surge. Yes, I'm from the USA. Growl. Okay, paralyzed. There we go. For some reason, let me pause it real quick. For some reason, there's this stupid, if you guys can see this right here, like I'm writing 100. You see this little 100 popping up? I have like a meter where I can type that, but it covers up some of the chat. It's very annoying. Gen 1 is still special if you grew up during Pokemania. Hey brother, I'm sitting here 25 years later on a stream playing Generation 1 Pokemon. So you're preaching to the choir. There's really only one more part of the game where Krabby has to grind. Like it's almost like to the point to where we're just doing whatever. Christian, I disagree. That would not be cool. That sounds tedious. If I'm using subpar moves, like when I say solo run, you still need to use HM Pokemon. And there's just no way. It would just be so boring. It's like, oh yeah, guys, I'm using Cut, Surf, Strength. So fun. I think that would be tedious. And no. That's an emphatic, huge no from me. We need Body Slam, so I am going to heal in here. Fun fact, I'm not gonna use Guillotine once. Strength's pretty good, but we've already got Body Slam, so why would you ever need it? Strength and like a if you get Strength early and like a randomizer, maybe you could teach it in place of Body Slam, but in a full playthrough like this, absolutely not. I messed around with Surf, but Crabhammer's needed. We already know that, because like, we're doing a run that, you know, I've already done, like I'm redoing it. Granted, it's in a different version, but yeah, Strength's Body Slam, but just much weaker. Yeah, the fly part would be awful. I don't know if this will ever get released, but Man did a race a while ago. I didn't join it because because mainly you couldn't use items, and they counted flies that and like manually walking around the entire map. It's just no. There's a reason I play on extra ×3 speed and stuff like that, because you know, I want to see the game, whatever. I don't need to walk around. I don't need to smell the flowers on the Route 11 every run, you know? Let me fly. I need to look at notes at some point, at least once. I think we're all pretty standard here. Let me flip around. I got some very condensed notes. Here's all it says. 2 PP ups, Rocket Hideout, Fly, Pokemon Tower. Oh my god. When did I last save it? Is that? Okay, right here. Never mind. Okay, good. We're good. We're good. Hey, this is why you don't use. This is why I hate real life speed, real life metric, like real life time. I make save states in case I mess up, and I just taught over body slam, so no. You'd have to redo the whole entire run if you were doing real life time. Or just do a worse run. It just sounds awful. Like, why would you want to do that? Ghastly line is really good. Joe, nobody likes gumshoes, and I feel like, and I know in your heart of hearts you know it, like you're only bringing it up just to try to like be antagonistic about it. And I don't know what your final end game is with it. No one likes gumshoes. It's an awful, like, it's really bad. Nobody likes it. And you're only acting like you like it to be like contrarian. And I just don't know. Joe, here's my advice for you, Joe. Sit back, relax. Be yourself, man. You don't have to try to like be outlandish and have these different opinions to get people to like you. Just be yourself. You know, we can be normal here. We can just talk like normal. Like, you don't have to try to be like, oh, I love gumshoes. Hey, complete stranger, do you like gumshoes? You could just be normal, man. And we'd all appreciate you much more if you were. We accept you no matter what, but, you know, no need to act. Let's just be normal, friendly. It's not that people don't believe it. It's just, here's what it is. It's not that people don't believe it. It's just that they don't care. You know what I mean? It's not like it's some unbelievable thing. It's just like, oh God, this person. You just gotta dial it back a little bit, man. Just be normal. And if you truly are being yourself, then whatever. What floor am I on right now? What the? I don't even know what floor I'm on. Accidentally trying to give life advice and running into this. All right, see you, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. Joe, do you not know what gumshoes means? What the term gumshoes means? No, because at a certain point in time, I've converted to auto fire keys, and it's just part of the run. It would save some time, but I'm not gonna change anything about it. But I don't manually hit B anymore. I don't hit B or A manually out. Like right now, I did, but like as soon as I'm done, no. Saves the wrist, because like you play a lot of Pokemon, it can really hurt you. Give you that carpal tunnel. Am I still watching? Yes, I am. Oh, okay, I crit there, so good. Supposed to use Bubble Beam on that. Blue is blue. Gary is in the anime only. Okay, this is bad. I save stated here for some reason instead of regular save. These are really tough battles. Even it just going straight Nightshade can be bad. Yeah, we're gonna have another reset. These are really awful battles. A little bit better here. The double Ghastly's a lot harder than the single Ghastly's. But yeah, I expected at least one reset there. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, once again, if you got Dig, it's over with, but you don't. I knew it. For some reason, like, Lick feels like it has like a 50% chance of paralysis. That's the only reason I bought this Paralyzed Heal. I knew it. This part's so annoying. It got it starting in Gen 2. God, these Ghastlies are such a pain. And if you want to know anything about Krabby's special here, I cannot one-shot this with Bubble Beam. So bad. Look at the disparity between our attack and special right now. Yeah, going back to Krabby learning Dig, like, I don't normally say stuff like that if the Pokemon just never learns it in any game ever. But when a Pokemon learns it, like in the generation after, it's like, man, if they would have thought about that just one game before, and they thought about solo running for whatever reason, even though this is not an officially recognized thing, it'd be pretty great. Okay. We're at 201. Let's see what we can do. I don't know if I would give a crab a ground top. I don't know if I like that. That's me personally, but I know you're just talking in hypotheticals. Since it's just a normal crab, I'd maybe go with the normal top. That way Body Slam gets stab and everything like that. I mean, it's just a normal crab, so it's just like, hey, it's normal. Is that what normal means? Little normal birds, little normal rats, you know? Little normal crab. He is not a mud crab. You talking about straight out of Skyrim? Straight out of Morrowind? I should be on the bike right now, but it's fine. Okay, 19 bag spots I need to use up. Routine. Pabos. Okay. Oh my god, no. I don't want to teach that. There we go. I don't know why I healed again. Kind of a waste of time. Okay, we are... Time for the buy. I'm buying one extra repel today than normal. We'll get into why later. I'm gonna go ahead and sell all the potions because they're just eating up space at this point. Okay, and I'm going to buy 4 extra potions. Move! Jesus Christ, what is wrong with people? Probably sitting there saying, hey, do you like gumshoes? Like, I'm about to punch a jaw. The woman just in my way. I don't exactly know my money situation here, so I'm going to get a top floor TM just to sell. Two carbos, and even though we're not really utilizing our special, I need 4 calciums for this run. We'll go into detail about that later. Literally the only way I could cut off some levels at the end game was to do that. Okay. Now let's go get that sword stance. No ice beam for the run. With 25 base special. What would you pick ice beam on that body slam and sword stance couldn't take care of? You know? Calcium special, which is both, really. I'm actually gonna get rid of guillotine here. I was just keeping it just because haha funny guillotine, but you know, no more. So now we're set up like turn economy speaking. We can basically one sword stance and do like that. We immediately learn crab hammer. Not gonna see too much use. But it's very key to the run in certain situations. Can I stomp this? Yeah. Yeah, Joe's a mud wizard if I ever seen one. What Pokemon is closest to being the Undertaker? I don't know. Strange question. Something you'd have to really sit down and take a look at. Oh, it's offensive. If you're wondering, I mean, it's both in general, but like it's for the offense. It's for damage ranges at the end of the game, so I don't have to grind 2 extra levels. Hawlucha? No. You'd be looking at some sort of dark type Pokemon or something like that. Cofagrigus or something. Joe Pirate would be... Pignot, I would think. That's a good fit. Oh, but I didn't mean to use 2 swords dance. Oh my god, you're telling me that this playlist didn't reset? Hang on. Get that Waterworld theme on. Well, if that's not the answer you wanted, you shouldn't ask the question. Sorry, brother. Sometimes you gotta deal with the consequences of your own actions. Joe, brother, let me tell you something, brother. At no point of any time will you ever control the music played in the stream. If anything, it's gonna make me play more of this kind of music. Cause I'm like, hey, something Joe doesn't like. Let me let's crank it up to 10. I think so. I think at 105, it just might be. I'm pretty sure it is. It's pretty high. Andy Taker, do you think it's petty to play the kind of music that I want to play on my stream? If that's being petty, then you goddamn right I'm petty. Like, for somebody to be like, can you do something different on your stream? Hey, I know this is your stream, but can you do something different? Fuck no, I can't do something different. Yeah, I think what we all gotta remember here, YouTube's not my job. Like, I'm literally just a guy that's like, hey, you know, my week has wrapped up on a Friday. Before it gets to the weekend, I'm just gonna turn on my stream and I'm just gonna play some Pokemon just for fun. You know, just do what I always do. Just play some Pokemon, play some music I like to listen to. And you know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. Yeah, the Charmander video was like multiple years ago though. Like, you can't count that against me now. Potential reset point here on Rival 5. Let's see here. Actually, best case scenario right there. I think we win. Unless the, Jesus Christ, I gotta reset. I accidentally taught over that again, because I'm trying to talk. I mean, that depends on the person. Like... Yeah, but Joe, I like... Sand attack. Jesus Christ. And a slash. Probably not gonna go very well. We'll probably have another reset right here. I just feel like I'm not a young person. Like, I've been around, you know, for a while, and I just feel like it's the kind of stuff that's on purpose. You know? It's like the class clown, like, I never grew up, I'm 15 in my mind type behavior, and I just feel like you're doing it on purpose. Maybe you're not, but I just feel like I've seen this song and dance before. Like, it's not my first day. We have 96 HP at level 41. This thing's pathetic. Harden is not better than... I've tested out Harden to try to help out my special, but Swords Dance just... You know, it's just not that great. I wouldn't say it's sad. What's sad is, like, if you know you're doing something... and you just continue to do it, and you have no effort or anything to do better about it. And I feel like when you make the decision to be like, okay, I said something that was kind of annoying, I'm gonna keep repeating it over and over until I force them to interact with me. You know what I mean? Like, that's when it's like to the point to where it's like, okay, this person's trolling, this person's just doing this to just get a rise out of somebody. You know? And I feel like there's no denying that you did that already, like multiple times. Like, I could care less. Like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me to just glance over it and not care about it at all. Like, it doesn't bother me for a second. But I'm just, maybe it'll help you out if you know. What do I want to do here? I think we'll stay here and we'll go straight down to Erica. Yeah, but Joe, you're still in denial. Like, I'm telling you how I think about the situation, and instead of like just saying, "Oh, okay, I see how you feel," you're saying, "No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that." Like, you're just, I don't know. It's hopeless, is what it is. That's what I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's hopeless. So just be normal. We've already talked about it. Ooh, that's a crit, but it doesn't matter. We still win. I'm cool. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. This one could have a lot of resets right here. We're going to Sabrina. We're probably going to get flashed on turn 1, and it just puts this battle into like an unknown zone. So I'm saving it just so we get the time penalty for saving it, but I'm going to load a save state after that. I need 1 Swords Dance, and if we can just kind of get through these flashes, we'll be fine. There you go. We're at 240 right now. Not too bad considering there's some minor mistakes, but I don't know, I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good about the run. Erica and Yellow's very weak. Outside of Brock, Yellow version nerfed Erica the worst. Erica in Pokemon Red and Blue is like legitimately one of the best gym leaders in the game. Sorry, Michael, you didn't respond to Joe within 5 seconds, so you're obsolete and you're out of it now. He doesn't care about you anymore. Jugglers have specific AI, so does Agatha. Like, they're jugglers, so they swap their Pokemon. It's pretty funny. Uh, 97, we'll just save it right here. We could have some resets here if I get, like, sleep powdered. Hey, Deezmaster, what's up, brother? I need 2 Swords Dance. I woke up quick both times. So if the Venomoth goes for like double team or something like that, I'm pretty sure I just win. Doesn't matter, I just win. You can see how strong, like, Krabby's just 105 base attack for a first stage Pokemon's absurd. We'll go to Pallet Town. There's a couple of things I'm going to take care of here. It's going to be a little bit weird. We're going to do something that we don't normally do in playthroughs that I've been testing out a lot. Oh, Erica? I'm giving Erica the highest compliment. I think Erica's one of the toughest gym leaders in the game, especially in Red and Blue. It's just, you can work around her so well that nobody thinks about it. But Victory Bell in Pokemon Red and Blue, it's like, it's oppressive. She's really good, like, underrated. If you had to fight her when you made it to Celadon, so many runs would be so much worse. Water types would be, they would need some help if that was the case. Okay, we're gonna not look at chat for a minute because I need to do a few things. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna anchor ourselves here so we can come back. I'm going to fly to Cerulean. Joe, if you were gay, it wouldn't matter because it's 2023, brother. We accept all people. It's such a weird thing to say. We're going to the power plant to get that rare candy today. I've been practicing it, and you can get it in about 20 seconds. A little bit longer since I'm playing on... Oh my god. Way longer if you fight this guy. I didn't mean to fight this guy. I tried to... There's like a cutoff point. I'm pretty sure it's that sign. Just something I haven't really refined yet. But this candy doesn't take too long to get. And rather than grind out a level up in my 60s and stuff like that, like, it's better just to get this. We can just grab it. Dig out. Let me pause. Let's see what's happening here. Erica Misty swap. Yeah, it would be absolutely devastating. See, Joe, like, you're almost crossing into that territory where, like, it's just, like, so obnoxious. Like, you're trying to get into little things that are, like, yeah, you're close. You're on the brink of it now. Like, you're digging yourself a weird hole that, like, shouldn't even, you know. Just take a look in the mirror. You are correct. That's the only time you'd see a licky tongue in a normal playthrough. This one can go okay. We'll see, though. It is Tombstoner time. There's nothing... What does being gay have to do with religion? Like, what are you talking about? Like, listen to yourself. What are you talking about? Like, you brought up something, and then you defended it. Like, nobody even was talking about that stuff until you brought it up. Like, it's just... strange. It's just so weird. Like, it's the kind of stuff that, like, later... Oh, I got crit right there. It's the kind of stuff that later, like, I'll be eating dinner with my wife or something like that, and I'll be like, there was this, like, weird guy just, like, bringing up Muslims and gay people in chat. Like, what do you think about that? Oh, I think we survive, and I can just one-shot everything. No. No. Emphatic no. It's just... Joe, you gotta be better. Okay? It's like a... It's kind of like a bigger problem if you know it's like, hey, I don't try to be annoying. I get that. But if you know there's a problem and you're just actively ignoring it and then continuing the same kind of behavior, there's no leeway with that, you know? So we finish up the stream. We'll see how it goes, you know? It really is the definition of insanity. And then when somebody tries to be like... Because obviously, like, you like the stream enough to come in here. But you don't like the stream enough for me to, like, be saying stuff like, hey, man, a little bit too much. Like, let's just dial it back a little bit. Like, you don't like it enough to listen to advice. Joe, your comments sound like the ramblings of a madman. Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like a lot of the stuff you say, it's just like, is this person like on something, or like what's up? And like, let me tell you, from the deepest pit of my heart, I absolutely hate it that somebody can come into stream and like make it to where like I have to interact with them more. Me attention. So everybody else isn't getting the same level of like interactivity and stuff like that. It's like the Joe show. If I'm not talking about you, you're asking somebody else a question. You know what I mean? And it's just like, why? I feel like it's let down the experience for me personally a little bit. We'll see, Joe. You got some time for reflection. Especially like, let's say any VOD viewers watching this after. Like, sorry. It is what it is. When you're live, like you can't help who watches, like what happens and stuff like that, but it is what it is. So if it feels like I'm a little bit distracted, I'm talking about other stuff too much, it is what it is. This one's going to come down to the first Pokemon. It's not the Joe show. It never was the Joe show, and it's not going to be the Joe show. It's turn 1 send attack. I don't like that. Unless we just sweep everything. Probably going to get hit with a thunder. We probably deserve it. How am I hitting everything right here? Oh, wow. They're 2 sand attacks. Oh, yeah, this guy's bringing up the guy with the Starmie person. I don't think he watches anymore. Which is a shame because, like... And this is to Radical MGF. It's a shame because, like, I'm legitimately, like talking to these kind of people, and I'm like... Starmie's not that great to me, but if you can pose like something that you did different that maybe I didn't do and you can help me get better, like I would gladly listen to it. But there's nothing there. And it's just like, okay, double slash. I don't think, unless Kadabra uses recover, we're not going to make it. But yeah, I would love a Starmie to be like the best run ever, but it's just early game's not great. Oh, I actually outspeed there. Let me see if I'm doing. I haven't really paused like for an extended amount of time. Oh, if you assume Starmie would be great, I did a stream redo. It just doesn't have a good early game. Like it only has water gun for like until you beat Lieutenant Surge. Basically. Yeah, it doesn't have good moves. Like it's just whatever. Yeah, it's like people always like, oh, Tauros is going to be so good, but slow leveling group, you know? He blocked everybody in chat, and he got mad at me when I said, it's getting weird because you're blocking everybody because they're saying stuff to you. Like, I get being adamant about it, and while I'm talking about this, I got to look at something real quick. Like, man, I was not prepared. I didn't want to pull up this at all. I want to know if I'm too low of a level or if I missed something. You know, it's pretty important. I don't want to, like, I've been doing pretty good about not checking stuff. Tauros just uses normal moves and just makes it pass. Probably plays yellow version because Brock's so much easier. Tauros is definitely a yellow version run. Kind of like Kangaskhan, Snorlax. There's a long list. Where is the volume? I actually think I'm a little bit higher. Let me look. What are we? Level 51? Okay, those extra levels actually put me in a better range for that fight, but overall, everything still seems like it's on track here. I don't have an Instagram. Pokemon is kind of deep. It's on the right side of my device. I don't know what that means. You're just stupid. It's from Zelda. Very well-known gaming franchise. Okay. Not gonna heal. Fucking god. I jumped over the ledge. I always save state there in case that happens. I'm gonna use a full restore. Is Alolan Summer's over? And that's really all there is to say about it. Like it's over with. If I didn't think that certain videos, like God, if runs like Obstagoon or whatever don't get good views, like why would Gumshoes get good views? Like I might as well just commit. That's like committing channel suicide. Oh yeah, good concept. We'll refine it. We'll come back for something the next time. We got some good ones coming up. The next one's gonna be Smeargle, just because we did that race. And then it's gonna be Slacking. I've been working on the Slacking run since like November of last year. So it's gonna be pretty good. I'm gonna say I made a save state here. This could go really bad. Yes, that's the really bad I was talking about. Joe, ask a better question, come back with it. Think about it more. Man, okay. Believe it or not, I did this fight a lot through practice, and it was not too bad. But here I have a whopping 3 resets on it. Jesus mother fucking Christ. Hey, we're about to ramp it up to bike mode in a second. I don't know what's happening with this fight. I swear.
Tombstoner, brother.
D's Master, appreciate it. We're about to get on the bike, brother. But I did this fight multiple times yesterday. Like I did multiple runs planning out this stuff. Let me switch over to double digit resets. Multiple times. And like, I was like, okay, it has Razor Leaf, but you know, it's using X attacks, it's using Vine Whip. It's not that big of a deal. And here, like, it's the worst luck I've ever seen. I swear on streams quite a bit. Why did I? Okay, we got a save state. Yeah, it's just, these are. I'm in disbelief actually. I don't want to skip this guy. We'll just whatever. Who cares? I might come back for a second run. You see, like, this is how the fight would normally go. Like, I didn't even think about this fight. Like, if I knew this fight had this much potential for resets, I probably would just picked a different fight. But like, this fight really went into overdrive here today. Okay, let's get through Victory Road because I got to battle most of the trainers here. Getting this experience right here is crucial. I was able to cut out so much mid-game training just to do this training in here. And it really makes for a nice time on the run. So I'd really like to do it. Maybe I just take out the Ivysaur quicker. D's, I'll get to that in a second. I'm gonna have to use an elixir. Tamer before ladder, okay. Whoops. Oh, good thing I don't have my item up at the very top. Okay, hang on. Super potions. And I'm going to use an elixir. Now, there is a fight that's very similar to that fight at the end here. I think you already know. Run that I'm most proud of. I'll be thinking about that. I think I want to just take this out. And I'll set up one more time on the cloister. But it's supersonic. We're going to hit ourselves so hard. Look at this. Never mind. We didn't hit ourselves. When Krabby hits itself in confusion with its low HP, ooh, it hurts. Perhaps one of the biggest hurts ever. We're at 320. I don't know if sub 330 is a possibility for this run, but we'll see. I have to look at notes. I definitely messed up the start of the game. I ran into an extra trainer going into the power plant. So there was there's a little bit of cleanup I could do. Okay, so we'll fight this one first. There's our big brother. Oh man, I don't think I've used an elixir yet, so I think I can actually afford to use one here. Last super potion. This fight is the one that I was legitimately worried about. Like the grass cool trainer at the end right here. But I like Donkey Kong. I think I can survive. Oh, it's not a guaranteed crit. It's not a guaranteed crit on Bellsprout. That's why it did so little damage. I like Donkey Kong when it was like one of the 5 games out, but these days, no, not really. I don't hate it. I just haven't cared for it. Joe, you can just leave. You don't have to announce your departure. It's just a stream. Like, you're just in a live stream. It's not like it's a business meeting. Let's see here. We don't have much time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stomp this guy. Turn 2, he's going to use rest. It's going to let me fully set up the Swords Dance without getting hurt. And with 3 Swords Dance at level 55, I should have a pretty decent shot of one-shotting the Cloister, which we did. I leveled up a little bit early, and that's all thanks... Jesus Christ. I leveled up early because I messed up I bought that extra trainer in front of the power plant. It cost me to level up right there. And I didn't outspeed the Jinx. So that's one thing that happens. Does Dugong really get hate? I love Dugong. Cool Pokemon. We'll save it just because. Might as well not mess up at the end here. And D's, I'm still thinking about the run. I'll answer it before. I'll just set up a 3rd Swords Dance because it's underground anyway. Joe, is there absolutely any reason why you have to say goodbye twice? Ask yourself that. One time it's understandable because people do that, but a second time is like, okay, like, see ya. Peace. Seal's different than Dugong. It's like judging Alakazam based off of Abra's performance or something, you know what I mean? Okay, this is the worst fight in the entire game. Krabby could chop off about 20 minutes off of its game time here if Agatha didn't exist. All we can do is use Crab Hammer. It's a pretty decent range for a 2-shot. And then she's gonna swap into Golbat. And the paralysis? God, you just hit the lottery. That's so stupid. Yeah, Walreign's really good. Better coverage. Okay, why would you crit? Okay, we might be in business here. We might be in business here. Now, can the Crab Hammer hit? Oh, we got put to sleep. We woke up and we got paralyzed. I can't. Let's just reset. Just stop. Just stop it. Let's just go to the next attempt. I can't stand it when Lick paralyzes you and then you miss like 2 straight turns in a row. Agatha for this run is awful. Like, and then she just did the same thing as last time. Now I'm confused. Nobody's happy. I'm doing half of my health and I'm toxic. I didn't crit there. Okay, yeah, go. Okay, I gotta keep it together. This is not a good fight. I actually, believe it or not, last night during my second run, I beat her in 2 attempts. And I was like, okay, this will never happen again. Mega Drain, crit, Mega Drain crit. Into another Mega Drain. She doesn't have good AI, by the way, so like her using Mega Drain twice, very cool. No, and there's also no pure ice types in Gen 1 either. You Swords Dance so that you can outspeed. Is he gonna crit every time on the opening Mega Drain? Because if he is, I'll just do it a favor. We need luck. There's no other way around it. Maybe a missed hypnosis. Maybe not hurt myself. Maybe a Dream Eater. No. God, this one's rough. And there's really nothing that you can really do against it. It's just turn 1 crits don't feel good. We missed a Crab Hammer. Okay. There's a chance. We might as well play it out. No, because Agatha doesn't miss moves. What's the point of a pure ice type though? There's not many in general. But is there an ice type that you look at and you say, man, people would really want to watch this video? Because at the same time, like, I can't even think of one off the top of my head. And at the same time, I'm like, would I even want to watch it? And if I don't want to watch it, nobody else is going to want to watch it. This one's going much better. I am paralyzed. Okay, I am hurting myself in confusion. Please, God, for all that is holy, I come to you once again, Father above, coming to you to help me with this Agatha fight. No! I've been forsaken. If I was doing any sort of special evolution run, I'd probably do Sylveon, Umbreon, Espeon, like actual cool ones. I'm not a big fan of Glaceon. I think it's basic. Why does this gotta be the hardest fight in the world on stream? Is that sarcasm? Leafeon? I'm not convinced that's a good name. Okay, we're on the final Gengar. Okay, Dream Eater miss. Okay. Super Potion, okay. Yay. We did it. Okay, good. I'm glad you're being sarcastic. I can't tell. Sometimes I just can't tell. When you have people like Joe in the chat that's just like so hungry for attention, you just really can't tell sometimes. This fight, pretty simple. I really love Flareon. When the Gen Force physical special split happened, Flareon, the doors open for Flareon. Yeah, there's not much you can do about the Agatha fight. Even being level 70 doesn't help it too much. We can go Crabhammer on this, but I think Blizzard just with the higher accuracy is the better play. And with 2 badge boosts, I missed. I don't like Ice types. I do love Aurorus. I like Aurorus a lot. Man, if I'm just thinking of stuff I've used in battle, maybe like Pokemon Go or something like that, I use a lot of Wall Rain. Lapras is cool for the longest time. I think Dugong's pretty cool. They all have their own little separate little niche. Kyurem, I guess, if you're talking about a legendary. Can we hit the Blizzard? How did I miss 2? Blizzard has a 90% chance to hit. Man, this is like begging me to do a second run. Oh, a Hyper Beam crit. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter at all if I just hit the moves. There's a 90% chance to hit. That's pretty high. That's pretty high, but I've missed every fight. It's so frustrating sometimes because like you can plan out these things and you can be like, okay, we're gonna do this and this and this. But when it's like 90% accuracy just starts to feel like 20% accuracy, it's like, okay, cool. We got an extra badge boost this time. It doesn't matter. Maybe we can badge boost our damn accuracy. 90%. Just a 90% chance to hit. Like, just die. Okay. That fight should not. Sometimes the game definitely cheats. Like, for example, if you're like in a race in front of like 50,000 people and the Alakazam crits you on after you lose a speed tie, that's pretty cheaty in my opinion, but that's neither here nor there. So we badge boost twice. We'll Crabhammer. Now we outspeed the Alakazam. Body Slam it. Executor, not a threat. It knows Leech Seed in yellow, so it'll only use Leech Seed. See, it doesn't even matter. I accidentally used an extra move. It just doesn't matter because a water type in the Elite Four like this, it doesn't matter. You can just manipulate Executor's poor AI, and with +6, we can just one-shot everything. And that's going to give us like a 3, after we get done with this evolution right here, 3, 41, 20, 19. Pretty good. I do think we need a second run. I have to look over some notes because I really wasn't looking at my notes for this run. And I royally messed up the early game. I don't know where I messed it up, but I messed up something. I thought I was familiar with this one, but, you know. Give it up for Krabby, though. Oh, Leech Seed's great when you just want to set up another Swords Dance for free and just sweep the rest of the team. I'm just saying, it's a rare example of where good AI is more beneficial in yellow than it is in red and blue. Because a lot of people say like, oh, in red and blue, you can just have a poison type and Lance can't hit you. But if you're a water type going against the Flareon team, you can just make it past the first 2 Pokemon and then do whatever you want against the Executor, because all it's going to do is spam Leech Seed forever. Big key reason why I made the swap over, that and the Brock split. So let's get rid of this data. Let's reset this game. And fellas, I think I'm going to take a quick break and we're going to do a second run. Give me like 5, 6, 7 minutes real quick, because I got to see where my dog's at. He's being a little sneaky right now. And then I'm going to use the bathroom, give me some water. We'll be right back. So, cool. We'll be right back. If somebody comes in asking where I'm at, you let them know. We'll play Water World theme. We'll go back to it. But I'll be back in a minute, guys. All right, we back. He's a Kabir. Hi. Okay. Speaking of Donkey Kong, it's a Donkey Kong song. Okay, really quickly, I need to scan over some stuff because I made a grave error. I think I wasted 4+ minutes in the early game. I did. And I think I can correct that easily. And we can hop back into it. Okay. Appreciate the people who stuck around. When you take a break on stream, people go, and they just leave. So let's go. Okay, so I made the mistake. When I bought the escape rope and stuff like that early, and I went back into Viridian Forest to fight some trainers, that was for the Sand Shrew run. I was planning out that. I had some extra time and I was planning out that run. The redo for it, probably next week's stream or something like that. But that's what I was supposed to do on that run. I was getting my wires crossed. I don't need to do that on Krabby. And before we even hop into this battle, let me reset my playlist. Okay, I'm making a save state here. If I fail this fight, I'm going to reset until I win. Why am I doing that? Because I need to win this battle for experience. And I would just restart the whole run anyway. It doesn't matter. I won both times. You having a snack? Perfect. Level 6 Pidgey. Very rare. One time I fought a level 7 Pidgey on Route 1, and that's like the most rare of spawns. It's like finding the 1% Pidgeotto encounter in Viridian Forest. Very rare. So let's do this run right. Maybe Agatha won't be such a pain. Maybe that Victory Road trainer won't be as bad. But I have an idea for it. So we don't need Viridian Forest. It's all about the blackout grinding for this run. We'll correct it. I think we could save like 10+ minutes. It's always the second run. Sometimes I'll get on stream and we'll do a one and done if I feel like I have sufficiently did the run. But on this one, I made a blunder. I didn't want to restart because it takes like, 15 minutes of real time to do the Brock split. I didn't want to restart. I didn't want to look at my notes. So here we are. Run number 2. We got some experience. Maybe we can cut down those resets. Ooh, almost no encounters right there. Perfect. Almost perfect. Should save this just in case. Being level 6 here doesn't feel great. Krabby Special and Bubble just feel so bad. Look how much damage I'm doing to this guy. It's pathetic. That's why I think when Kingler starts off with Vice Grip, it's just going to be a game changer. I'll probably try to do that run before the end of the year. There's several runs that I've just been thinking about doing, and I'm like, why am I not doing them? And that's one of them. So runs like Kingler, Sand Slash, Tentacruel. I need to redo Charizard. Those are all runs I want to get done. I made a pretty big mistake here too. I didn't save it. Oh no. I'm gonna have to just let this ride because I made a mistake. I didn't buy. I'm supposed to buy before I black out. I could probably just redo the run. We'll see how much of a detriment it is. I'm gonna let it ride for now. Not great. We had to kind of compromise our buy because we blacked out and we took less money overall. But we're gonna just sit back, strap in for this one because we're gonna be blackout grinding for a while. The most efficient way to get training early in the game. We'll get to, I'll give you a sneak peek of the Smeargle race that's gonna be coming up. I thought at first people were gonna be like, no, I don't want to blackout grind. And I thought since I do it so much, I'd have like this little leg up on it. But no, I'm pretty sure everybody did it in that race. We gotta do this to level 13. We got Dudley's theme playing, so we got some grooves going on. Who all's still around? Because I feel like my chat has just like I'm paranoid now that something broke and I'm not actually streaming. Nice, okay. I just wanted to make sure my stream wasn't bugged out. I could care less, you know, people just wanted whatever. I just wanted to make sure I'm recording, like. I got a few viewers. We lost about 10 throughout the break. It's normal. That's why I like to do one and done runs when I can help it, because you maintain all your viewers, but sometimes I prioritize having a better run over than slightly better numbers. You just got here? Appreciate you. Nice. Adding some people, you get to see the full run. This one should be much cleaner. My biggest mistake was backtracking to the forest. It's just, I had my routes confused. I'm always practicing different routes at the same time. Oh, Kingler's gonna be a fun one. It'll be a video, obviously, though, because it has a lot of potential. Like, I don't have to do any of the stuff I'm doing right now when I'm doing Kingler, so I could save, like, not even talking about the stats. If Krabby just had buy script, we'd be able to cut off like 20 minutes off the run. And Kingler has better stats and starts with buy script. Man, that Agatha wasn't great. I think the more surprise was that Cool Trainer with the Ivysaur that Razor leaped every time. It has good AI, but it also has 2 other possibilities of moves it can use, so it surprised me that it used it every single time. Okay, we gotta go to level 13. I think the exact precise number of experience is 382. Level 13, 382 to next level. There's a reason why I don't have a experience bar and I just keep it to this, because I need the number. I plan out stuff so precise that I need the number. If I just had a bar, I wouldn't be able to look at it and tell the exact number. So that's something that I don't know if I've ever said, but that's why I like the number. Not too much longer, maybe 2 or 3 more of these, and then we're good to go. Outside of this, there's some extra training in Mount Moon, but after that, it's a pretty pretty chill run outside of some minor grinding in 2 spots. And I'm just trying to remember. This one's a little bit scuffed because I forgot to buy before I blacked out, so I'm missing some potions that I'm supposed to have. But I had a lot of extra potions last time, so maybe it won't matter. Probably one more of these. That should get us to that 382 next level mark. I thought about it. I didn't make the overlay until yesterday, and I thought about just not doing a hurt sprite, not doing a damage sprite or a fainted sprite, and I was like, you know what? I need to do it. Krabby's got a pretty good hurt sprite. Watch me when I go to below 50% health. So good. He's so annoyed. Okay, that's it. 382, and now we can do what we're supposed to do. And I do believe that this is going to cut off 7 minutes off of the Brock split from last run, which is a pretty ginormous improvement. No need to save. Bubble on Brock, we never needed to level up for Brock. It's always for other stuff. And this is a very specific number that I'm going to, and you might be saying, why am I going to that number? We'll get into that very shortly. If I was brave enough, I'd go ahead and go to the next route with 22 bubbles, but I'm not convinced that's enough. I'm going to have to return to heal anyway. So I'm going to buy an extra top floor TM, and I'm going to correct my mistake just so we don't have any problems. I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy an antidote. I'm going to buy 2 of that, and I'm actually going to buy a few extra potions. Okay, so the reason to get to that exact number is because after this battle, I will hit level 15, and it's very important to be level 15 for Comfy Shorts youngster. Very weirdly tough battle for this run. So much so that it deserves a save. You can see how bad Bubble is. Like, we've already used 12 out of 30 just for that one fight. And we can get it into like a 4-shot here, but without it, if you're like, try this at level like 13 or 12, it'd be like a 6 or a 7-shot to get past this. And you can see that it's still not comfortable. I'm going to go ahead and heal because we only have 9 bubbles left. We'll never make it to the end of the route. Struggling is something I tried, but getting rid of 30 power points of Lear does not feel good. We're going pretty good. Correcting our mistakes from the first run, and we're looking to have a nice 330 or sub 330 run. It would put Krabby around the likes of Jinx, Marowak, and I think it would be just enough to put it into a 70-ish rating, so a C tier Pokemon, not too bad. God, that hurts. It's fine though, because this is where Krabby's at its weakest. I won't heal up all the way. I need to catch a bird here because I didn't go back to the forest. Don't forget that. Let me go ahead and look away. I need 3 Geodudes inside of Mount Moon. Spearow, yes. Bug Catcher, or Super Nerd, Bug Catcher near him, Mega Punch Grunt, grab the Ether, Hiker, Eradicate Replacement Grunt. Those are my goals. I would love just to get like a few Geodudes out of the way because sometimes they just don't want to show up. If I have to fight a Zubat or 3, I will, but I'd rather fight the Geodudes. I'd rather fight the dudes, you know me. I'm a Geodude type of guy. Magnemite, obnoxiously tanky, to be honest with you. I haven't done Magnemite or Magneton, but I think Magneton's gonna be a pretty good Pokemon. I think Electro is gonna be pretty good, to be honest with you. A lot of Pokemon that are just pretty good, like that haven't got really a chance to have their skills showcased. I'm hoping on the, I don't know, the races coming up and stuff like that. We'll talk about those. I guess we'll see the video. We'll talk about more when they come live. But for me, the only thing those types of things do, like a race does for me, is give me like validity for like, hey, this guy's pretty good. That's the only thing I want out of those races, is to be like, ah, this guy's routing is pretty good, so maybe his runs are all right. Geodude. Dude. All right. One Geodude down. Come on, Zubat. I don't want to have to calculate the experience I would need. Paris? No, thank you. I forgot to save it. I'll make a save state. Shouldn't matter, but this, I actually had a reset here in the first run. Believe it or not. It's just like, I don't know, sometimes when you're watching chat's a lot more relaxed right now. So I don't have to constantly be looking over and answering, so maybe I can pay a little bit better attention, but man, sometimes you just look over and you just lose it. Like, you'll have a momentary lapse of judgment and you'll just find yourself resetting on some random rocket grunt in Mount Moon. Geodude, thank God. Another Geodude would be perfect, but I think I can do whatever. We're always incredibly intelligent. Some of you are. I mean, my chat's pretty smart for the most part. My audiences are, but sometimes people slip through the cracks and they just seemingly exist just to be trolly and like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I think Magneton without the Steel type would be pretty good, but yeah, with the Steel type, it'd be really, I mean, Steel is really strong. We've done a Steel type run, have we not? Dialga. Man, it makes me sad when people say Dark types would do good, because I have the Obstagoon run that did really good, and I just know that hardly anybody watched it. I'll go ahead and heal up to full. One Geodude. I'm gonna have to just take a Zubat. I'm not taking a Paris with little freckles. I'm gonna save it because I got disabled last time and it was awful. Yeah, I've been thinking about redoing. There's a lot of Sanqui runs I did in the past I want to redo. We'll get to those eventually. Volcarona's pretty high on the list. The Gen 4 legendaries are up there too. Just like last time, I'm going to use a few bubbles on this thing instead because I don't want to run out of TP. I've done Umbreon in an old video, but it didn't do that great because of Sanqui is just so limited and feels so bad for so many Pokemon, but I think it could do a lot better. I mean, not many people do Pokemon in Gen 1. I mean, it's just like a very rare thing you see. So maybe there's somebody who did it, but if all you do is the Sanqui, then God, no, because the evolutions in that are just awful. I'd be interested in Galarian Weezing. I had thought about redoing Moltres eventually, like I need to do, but then doing like this gigantic 3-way race video. But that's a lot of work. Race videos are something that I would like to try again, but I need a little bit of coding before I I want to auto record splits and make it my life a little bit easier. Automate the process as much as I can, then go back into it. But a 3-way race is a lot of work. 2-way races are like about 2.5 times the amount of work for a regular video, so, you know. Maybe we just crit here and we just end this real fast. Maybe we just crit right here and we end this real fast. Maybe we just crit right here and we end this real fast. There we go. There's a crit at the very end. Better late than never. Hitting level 21 right there is intentional because Spearow has 33 speed. You want to outspeed it just to make your chances of not getting hit with a growl or something like that a little better. This time I'm actually going to remember to learn Bubble Beam. We got rid of the bubble, we added the beam. Could you imagine how weak it would be if you were just blowing bubbles on somebody? Leer, perfect. Water gun is not a one hit, and I took a sand attack. You know what? I'm gonna reset. I'm not gonna count it. Because I forgot something. And this is something that's very important to me because I don't want to make the run worse because I just made a stupid mistake. So what we're gonna do is instantly do that. Put our move in the right spot. And you know, there's a high likelihood I would have just won the battle anyway. But since I'm doing a second run, let's just, hey, if we make a huge blunder on our ends, let's just correct it real quick before anything goes any further. So now with 25 PP of Vice Grip, 19 Bubble Beams, we should be able to run this route. Krabby's really small, so if you're fighting like a bigger Pokemon, I don't know if it'd be able to do that. Well, if you're comparing all those moves, you have to compare that to Surf. Like literally like a tsunami. I got hit with a sand attack. So I missed a few times right there. Just for safety, I'll heal up. We're in the clear for a little bit. Surge, as always, like I said in the first run, it just comes down to, does he use Thunderbolt? He doesn't have good AI. If he uses Thunderbolt, you lose. Even if you were like 4 or 5 levels higher, you would still lose in that same situation. I would fight a Sandshrew because Krabby would like chop your arm off. This thing's attack is massive. Sandshrew is also slower, less powerful. I'm making periodic save states just in case something goes wrong. But we should be cruising right here. We have 10 Vice Grips, so I need to be a little bit conscious. I need to not double Vice Grip. I need to knock this out with a Vice Grip. And then when I don't knock out, inevitably don't knock out the Nidoran female, I need to swap to Bubble Beam. And then now I should have just enough. I have 2 left over, I think. 3 left over if everything one-shots. So well played. This is the longest part of the game. And we're done with it. So now we can kind of start transitioning into that mid-game. We got the hardest part out of the way. Don't need the ether. And I accidentally left Bill's house without talking to him last time somehow. Never done that before. Just distracted. I was just kind of distracted last run. Hoping more people go down to the comments and they skip to this run when I put the pinned comment down, because the first run wasn't good. And I really wasn't a huge fan of some of the chatter in the chat. I hate it when I have to talk about stuff too much. or one person kind of hogs all the energy, makes it a little more negative. Man, I need to restart my computer. Too many Chrome tabs opened up. You can see the music's kind of stopping. Don't hypnosis me. Thank you. You know what? We're not going to learn guillotine. I kept it just for the memes last time. I didn't even use it once. My favorite part about my original Krabby video, it's not that great of a video, but there's one part where I use, the only way I can beat the Venusaur is to use guillotine on it. And I said, there's nothing you can do about it. I'm using it. And we actually knocked out the Venusaur with a guillotine. Ah, oh, come on, level 15 Pidgey. Just let me pass in peace. I thought about, let me ask you guys this while we got some people still here. I thought about it for a while, and you know, if I could just get like hunkered down and get like 4 or 5 more videos made, I could start focusing on October. And I was like, should I do a thematic month, all like ghost, dark, top runs? And then after a while I was like, does that really matter? Like, did it really matter last time when I did that? I don't think it did, so I don't know if I'll do all themed runs. I'm not going to get rid of the potions right now. I'll get rid of them later. Having just some extra potions in the inventory, if I'm not going to be full on items anyway, doesn't hurt. Krabby can learn Dig in Gen 2. It just can't in Gen 1. But if it could learn Dig, this run would be much better. What's up, Isaac? I have a big plan for an October run, but I'm just not sure how to implement some of this stuff. As a matter of fact, wrong door, come on. I get too far ahead of myself. I'm thinking of this specific run I want to do, and I'm like, should I do it? Can I do it? How would I do it? But then I'm like, bruh, you haven't even done the September runs yet. You're still sitting on that Pidgey footage, or Pidgeot. Life's tough out here, guys, when you got like a million ideas, but you're only one person, and it's hard to get everything together, edit it yourself, and do all that stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we do 1 or 2 thematic videos, but then like, I don't think every single video. I don't ever take requests anymore. I got too many ideas. I'm like, I'm good all the way up to the end of the year, basically, and I still don't even know if I have enough time to do all the stuff I want to do then. I stopped taking requests like a year and a half, 2 years ago almost, where everything was like, do Poison Sting Kakuna, do Ditto, do Zubat, like when that was the request. I find I get much more enjoyment out of life in general if I just do what I want to do and have fun with it. Zubat will probably be a Halloween stream, actually, because it's the scariest run to do. It's so bad. I'm not falling for that, Isaac. What's that? What's its evolution? We win just like that. Surge didn't use Thunderbolt. First try. Swallow out these nuts. Got him. Oh man, my music's kind of cutting out a little bit and it's really bothering me. I should have 100% I should have restarted my computer last night, and I was like, no, I got some stuff opened up I don't want to close. Now it's getting a little slow. Man, I would not do that to myself. Sounds awful. Oko moves only. Rhyhorn evolves into Rhyperior. That one's the oldest trick in the book. You gotta up your game a little bit. That's like the OG. There's some spots where you can use Vice Grip here, but I would rather just make it as fast as possible and then just quickly heal here. I'm gonna try not to save in here. I'll make a save state just in case something goes incredibly wrong, but you know. Oh, Rhyperior is weird. I don't like it much either. It has potential, but it just looks weird. Like, it's not great. It doesn't improve over Rhydon, in my opinion. Oh, they could have made it like a big monster or something like that and kept the same scaly kind of rock theme to it. It could have been pretty cool. Hell, they could have made it a rock dragon before Tyrantrum came out, but you know, probably hoping for a little too much there. Yeah, the aesthetic, it looks like, and it's hard to describe because like Gen 4 was around the time where like I was growing up. Like I played the games, I was growing up, and I seen some of the new designs and I was like, man, this looks like a straight up like toy, like designed to be like a toy or something like that. Like it doesn't look like the original Pokemon. It looks not great. I mean, Krabby does learn Hyper Beam, but you're never going to see it in the playthrough because it takes 30 minutes just to get at the game corner. The moves I list on the side are just moves that I'm using or I have considered using. I have not once considered using Hyper Beam in a legitimate playthrough. It would not speed anything up. You have to buy 50 coins at a time. Really bad. Really bad move. I like that, Isaac. Slap some Gumshoe's hair on it and you got it. Run's flowing. Dare I say that we're already saving a decent chunk of time. Body Slam failing to knock out there. Not great, but not bad either. We'll learn Stomp just because it's better than Vice Grip. Oh, it can't learn it? Okay. Even if it could, I wouldn't consider it. I don't ever consider Game Corner TMs into a route. If someone can pioneer and pilot a route that uses Game Corner TMs that's actually faster and saves significant time, I'm all for it. I would love to watch something like that and be like, oh, well, I can do this. I thought about at some point during development of making the 50 coin cost turn into a 500 coin per, but at the end of the day, it changes too much in the vanilla game and I didn't want to do that. The Body Slam range on Growlithe was probably like 80%. I don't know for a fact, but almost always I knocked it out. But we just got that time back because I don't think Body Slam's a guarantee on Eradicate right there either. I'm picking up 2 PP ups. Normally I would cut these out if I could, but I just feel like we use Body Slam so much, I need it. Keeping Stomp might have made it to where I could cut that out, but I don't have the time or the willingness to test that far into a redo. Yeah, everything would go for Hyper Beam pretty much, especially the normal types. Substitute could also be something that you could use, but, you know. Ah! I keep going into the second time in a row that I've messed up on the stairs. it'll be interesting. Once we start getting a few more streams and we start getting some more videos out, I would like to take an analytical look at the data presented. The Oddish video is going to present a new formula. You can check that out. It's going to come out Sunday. But we're going to have all the runs in that formula, and I've been collecting all this data for quite some time. And then I think maybe in a month or two I might release a video, and we need to take a good deep dive into this kind of stuff. If there's a move that's not on my sidebar, it just simply means that it did not help the timeout at all. For example, I don't use Ice Beam. I'm not going to use Ice Beam this run, but it is something that was worth testing. Mimic. Mimic's always a good move to learn, but I just ended up cutting it out as well. Surf. I don't use Surf either. Double Edge. Don't use it. They were just stuff that I just considered. Test it out a little bit. I am going to buy this potion because Krabby's a little squishy crab. And now we get to go. I think I had 2 resets on the Ghastlies here. The Ghastlies inside of Pokemon Tower, there's really nothing you can do about them. Unless you were just a lot higher level, but I mean, we're already level 31. Okay, let's just keep it clean because we're actually playing pretty good right now. You use Crab Hammer because you have nothing for Agatha, and the fact that we can do some, well, I'll talk about crits real quick. So, Crab Hammer, 90. Oh my god, I'm confused and I'm hurting myself. Snap out of it. Hang on. This is getting dicey. Okay. Basically, with Stab, it's a little bit weaker than Surf, but when you take into account crit damage, so the formula for crit damage in Gen 1 is 2 times your level plus 5 divided by your level plus 5. So the potential damage of it critting 78% of the time does so much more damage on Agatha, and it's the only way to reliably get past her. Don't hurt yourself. Thank you. Yeah, keep in mind that this is a redo as well. So like, I have like the more primitive version of the strategy in that video, but this is like the refinement and the modernization of it. But yeah, that's the goal. Like, Surf just can't hit ranges on Agatha. And that's what it all comes down to. From this point on, Krabby's good. I could probably cut off 25 minutes off the game if I didn't have to fight Agatha, or we just got Dig. God, why could that not just knock it out? I'm feeling risky here. I think I'm gonna fight this Channeler. No, don't do it. At the end of the day, I'm gonna feel so bad if Krabby has a reset just because I wanted to be brave. That'd be interesting. That'd be kind of like the obedience mechanic. Bubble Beam. Here's a good example of how weak Krabby is, especially. Can't knock out the Marowak. Does a little bit more than half health. Okay, now we're cruising a little bit. We got a couple of little bitty sections. I'm gonna buy soon. And after we buy, then the game starts to come real quick. I actually have it down. Just rest of game is all I got written down. Thanks, Wheezy. I appreciate the poison. I removed the poison tick on my yellow ROM, so you won't see that annoying little flash. Oh my god, man. My computer, YouTube just, when my computer stays on for like a week, YouTube does weird stuff. Oh, its specials base 25 is really bad. Like Smeargle has base 20 in the one run that we're going to be doing coming up, but it's Smeargle, so you expect it. It has 20 base attack, 20 base special, so like you expect it to be kind of bad, but Krabby's like a cruel joke. Did I just hit the level? Yep, I hit the level 36 Pokemon on the first tile. Oh man, my bags are full and I did not account for this. I'm going back here. I made a mistake. I was supposed to deposit some items and I didn't. And I'm gonna come up with a way to mitigate that loss real quick. I'm gonna have to do it somewhere else, but we'll just... Okay, we'll do it right here. This shouldn't cost us too much time. We had to do it anyway. And if we stay on our bike, we should be able to make up that time. Hello, Dragon Super. This is a part of the game where like I mess up on often, so give me a second and I'll focus on chat in a minute. I just had a quite little time loss just because I forgot something. Not that big of a deal, but I would like to see if I could just instantly make it up by playing really fast. I got off the bike on accident. That doesn't help. Oh my god. I'm crumbling. I'm always worried I didn't pick up Squirtle. Surely I picked up Squirtle. Yes, okay. I didn't know. I blacked out when I was doing that part of the game. Okay, I'm gonna go do my buy. And then we'll look at chat after that. Because buying is where I mess up the most. I mess up literally every single run. Don't do that. Okay, I'm buying 4 of these. 6 of these. We keep 1 repel just so we can move that up. We're nice and easy. I'm gonna sell the potion. I do believe that's it, but I do want to double check. So I'm kind of short on money because of that blackout. So what I gotta do is hope and pray, I guess. I think I might have screwed myself by not having that blackout earlier. Almost forgot. Yeah, we're fine. More than fine. I overcompensated just a little bit, but I knew that I didn't sell all the TMs in this run anyway. So let me use these. Now we can get out of here. I can make a little save state and do a quick pause in a second. Okay, now we're going. Okay. Hate that part of the game. Let's see. 50-50 chance. That's why I play a lot of Sudoku. And I get into a lot of 50-50s or Minesweeper or something like that. Yeah, well, when you're talking about Safari Zone and Victory Road, they're so difficult to do when chat's active and you're trying to do other things and like multitask and be a good host at the same time. It becomes really difficult. So those are the times, like for me it's shop buying. I think that's the hardest part of the game. But yeah, Safari Zone, Victory Road, even like Rock Tunnel, stuff like that where it's like, okay guys, give me a second, I gotta focus. So now we are like at the end of the game. Not the end of the game, but we're at the point in the game where we got 2 more training parts to do, but 1 before the end of the game. So let's immediately go over. I took that nice little perfect line right there. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, menuing and buying a specific number, especially since I messed up early in the game and I'm trying to I'm trying to fix a mistake on the fly that I don't even know how to fix it, so pretty happy about that. Probably need that protein. It's on the way. Good. Okay, I got poisoned last time and lost some time. Card key, yes. Don't use the protein, just wait. I was using items earlier. I didn't have good item management last time. Don't do that. 7th floor. Let's get that swords dance, baby. Now we can use the protein. Now we can use this. We got the cookie. Skip this trainer. He's very weak and pathetic. Yeah, that's like, you're talking about the Surge fight? That's pre-Swords Dance, too. Now it's like, outside of Agatha, if Agatha didn't exist in this game, Krabby would be like a stupid Pokemon, like a really strong Pokemon. And that's why I'm like excited for the Kingler run. And I don't have the Kingler run planned right now, so it's highly possible somebody could be sketching notes and watching this and then come out with a Kingler run next week, but I'm not going to do it probably till November. But depending on how this run goes, Donphan, it's a pure ground type. I don't think, I mean, we've seen Groudon and stuff like that. So, if it learns a powerful, like a Mud Bomb or something like that, maybe. I haven't really looked. Donphan's something that I've thought about for Gen 2 run. But we're going to do Meganium next, and then I think it's time for Lantern. I didn't heal here. Might very well be a reset right here. Nah, Krabby got this. The later we can hold off on resets, the better I feel going towards the league. Did that crit? Why did that not one-shot? Can I one-shot with this? If I can utilize some stomps here, I can save body slams, but I don't know the ranges, so I'm not practiced on it. I think we could stomp this. Probably stomp this too, yeah. Just using some knowledge here. Okay, this is the 8th floor. I don't want to do the 9th floor. 10th floor does Machoke. And then I think I'll do a couple more battles and we're done. We're just seeing how quick we can make it to the rest of the game. I'll respect the Machoke. I probably need to use an elixir here, and I have no reason not to just go ahead and use this. Okay. I'll save it. Pretty excited so far right now for this run. I'm pretty sure Stomp can take these out. I don't trust it on the Hypno, really bulky. If I can get out of here avoiding to use an elixir, really just save some menuing. Doesn't do much other than that. Stomp on this one as well, probably. Yeah. I'm going to pick up the Hyper Potion. It's came in handy every single run today. Hypnosis would be awful. I think these are lower level. We can stomp through this. Just stomp them. It's a funny move for Krabby to know. Stomp. Like, look at little crab legs. Little brittle crab legs. I shouldn't have healed there. Little mistake on my part. I should have just done this battle, then healed. No Confuse Ray. You missed. Level 28. I want to see if I can stomp. If I can just stomp through this, I don't have to heal. Yeah, there's a max potion. I don't want it. Okay. Come on, just get through this. Use poison sting. No, not slash. Oh god. We got a sand attack on us. We crit there. And we're confused. Probably a reset. Yeah, definitely. Don't want to see a sand attack there. Not much you can do, because if you start missing moves later... Like, I can tank a lot of damage here, and then just put it up to luck on the Kadabra. But starting off with a, Okay, I need to take the hint and just take this out. Oh my god, I didn't take it out. Okay, I'm set up now. The only thing that can kill me, I think, is like... Kadabra crit? Maybe? Okay, wasted recover. There we go. Yeah, unlucky. Sand attack. You can't really do much. Hello, brother. But this run's going much better. We got 40 minutes of in-game time to go before we even hit the 3-hour mark. We'll see where we're at then. But right now, the run feels a lot better. I got my little condensed notes here so I can easily just like peek through. I'm not even going to save it here. ×2 setup. Persian outspeeds me, doesn't matter. The more we go by having like a pretty clean run, we only got one reset right now, pretty good. The longer we go, the less I feel frustrated about having like some bad luck later in the game. Okay, since we saved here, I probably didn't even need to heal, to be honest with you. We'll go ahead and take on Sabrina, or not Sabrina, Erica, then Sabrina. If this was, we were playing red and blue, we'd probably have to hold off on this until the very end, just because she leads with the victory bell. Probably be quite tough to one-shot it. I'm not even going to save it. I don't fear Tangela. Did you really pretend? I just enjoy doing everything in the game, catching them all, trading, got into the trading cards, all that kind of stuff. Nice to hear, though. We took some damage. What I'm going to do here seems weird, but I'm going to heal here because I can anchor myself here for the next few fights, and it'd be fine when I dig out. So there is, I think we one-shot Sabrina last time. But this is not a simple fight because you pretty much have to, like, it's a guaranteed flash. Flash doesn't have the best accuracy. I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to load a save state from here on out. Because we took the time loss from saving it, so there's no difference. We need one sword dance. So we took a flash. Can we survive? Can we hit the Alakazam? Yes, okay. God. I love it when a fight just goes perfect. I actually don't like the Blaine fight for Krabby either. Oh, what am I doing? Just clicking on the rock like it's supposed to, like it's Generation 2. Missing a few body slams. I think we're fine though. Keeping Stomp right here was something that I just literally added, like thought about last run. Never mind. You just disabled Stomp, so I guess I won't be showing off what I was talking about. But Stomp's just good to preserve some PP right here. I can always use an elixir if I need to, because I actually avoided using an elixir inside of Silphco. I had that routed, but using Stomp lets me avoid that. Which means I could probably route this to where I skip some more, picking up some elixirs maybe. Heavy damage. At least it wasn't Psychic, because this Drowsy does no Psychic. And all we need for Koga is 4 body slams, theoretically. Not even theoretically, almost like factually. In this one, I would love to be poisoned earlier. It'd make things so much easier, but here it's just up to Sleep Powder. We woke up immediately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock this thing out. And I'm going to go for a Swords Dance here. And now I think we're good. Venomoth gets a shot. It has to crit Psychic. Toxic, not gonna do it, buddy. Okay. And now we have poison on us. I'm gonna go ahead and antidote to save some time. Okay, so here's an addition I've been working on. I'm gonna do this real quick. We seen it the last run. I'm gonna go to the power plant to pick up the 12th candy. Since we have to grind up so much to fight Agatha at the end, this is a little bit faster than grinding up a whole level like in your mid to late 50s. So I do like this addition. I don't think it's enough of a time save on another run to redo like older runs, but worth refining and testing out in my opinion. Don't fight that guy. Last time we lost a bunch of time. And it messed up our experience. So as long as we don't get lost or mess up or anything, we'll be fine. Rare candy right up here. Didn't take too much time at all. Now that's already out of the way. We can fly to pallet. And I'll heal when I dig out of the mansion. No, we ain't fighting Zapdos with Krabby. That Thunder Shock would hurt. Drill Peck would, anything would hurt. I had tried fighting on some runs, just fighting it just because, but you know. Blizzard for later. Clean. Oh, I'm out of inventory spot. I think you could do some corrections into the code if you really wanted to fix that kind of stuff, but I just feel like at a certain point you gotta just accept the flaws of Gen 1. It would make, like, if I could make the ROM and I did every run from that base ROM, yeah, sure, but it would save too much time for other runs in the future, you know? I want everything to be on an even playing field. Like an even tombstoner, if you will. This fight's not great. I don't know. You could probably Google that. I couldn't tell you exactly when the anime was launched. Maybe we'll get double quick attack, tail whip, or something like that. Actually pretty perfect. This time my experience is set up correctly, so I outspeed in one shot, so there's nothing it can do. Origin forms? Probably not. I have plans to try to do a mega run eventually, but there's a certain point where I think people wouldn't care, so it's like, oh, you're doing your 3rd Kyogre run? Like, what's the point? I just don't think it pays dividends. You know what? I'll go ahead and fight this guy. I'm doing a different order. I don't know why I do this. Sometimes I'll be playing runs and I'll just be like, hey, I'll do a completely different order this time. Maybe it saves time, you know? We failed to get that one hit there. That's unfortunate. I need to come back here just to get that one trainer. I'm skipping those 2 trainers. This is to put me into a range to where I won't level up on like the 2 Nidos here. Because if I leveled up, they have Thunder, and it's the computer, so you know they're gonna hit Thunder. Yeah, coding and assembly is weird. Thank you. Let me focus here. I'm a little bit low, and I feel like if I lapse my judgment, I could have a mistake here. Because it's looking like if I play well, I could be going into victory road at about 3 hours even, which means that we have a shot for a better time than I thought. I've talked about versus videos earlier. They're really hard to produce. You see some like a lot of people, like Hidden Gem, one of my favorite channels for Pokemon creation ever. He doesn't do many videos because he's just one guy. Takes a long time, a lot of effort to do it. I'm the same way. I do all my own stuff, my own editing. I don't have a team or anything like that. But like somebody like Scott, for example, like they have a team and it's easier for them to do that kind of stuff. I just can't. It's so hard for me to do versus videos, is what I'm trying to say. I wish I could, and I want to try to do more, but it's just really hard. It's like a daunting task for me. This is like pure luck, but I think we got it. It's 2.5 times the work, actually. It's not just like the time of making 2 videos. It's a little bit more than that because you have to like compare them and add different stuff and talk about the differences and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more than that. And I've been thinking about doing a 3-way race. And I think that would be like 5-6 times the work of a regular video. And I'm at a point to where this is just a hobby. So like, I don't think it like, in terms of time investment, I just can't see it ever being worth it. That's why I like to stick with that. Usually I don't even show my blind runs. I just go straight to the optimized runs for the same reasons. I would love, we're going to try it out with the Pidgeot run whenever that comes out, probably September. But we'll try it out then. I don't do that too often, but you know. Fury swaps is okay. What we're going to do here is a double setup. It survived. And it used Slash. Cool. Man, I'm getting very upset with this YouTube freezing on me. The only thing here is like Kadabra. Okay, he used Reflect. We're good. Oh, we crit there, but it didn't matter. I feel like we gotta push on. It's the only way to push Krabby to the limits is to push on. I'm worried about the cool trainer that has the Ivysaur that basically has starter Pokemon. The Ivysaur in the lead was awful. I'm so worried about it that I might pause it and just look at some numbers real quick. I'm wondering if I can just one-shot it with a body slam. If that's the case, we can eliminate all issues. So when we make it to a certain point in here, I'm going to pause it real quick. I want to know. I'm curious. That's the kind of thing that piques my interest in these runs. It's like hard numbers. And I'll get on my bike after the rare candy because the rare candy on the bike is just really rough. Now we can get on the bike. Eevee's like a mixture of a lot of animals. It's like an evolution. Like, that's the whole point of it. Like, it evolves into a bunch of stuff. Like, it's designed to be ambiguous and look like a lot of different animals. Like, kind of the point of it. Quick pause. I want to know numbers. Yeah, you can see cats, you can see dogs, you can see foxes, you can see other stuff in it, but Eevee itself is just supposed to be ambiguous. I want to look at numbers. I'm into some numbers here. Let me see. What are we looking at? We're in Victory Road, and I want to see the Cool Trainer male. Ivysaur cannot be one shot with a body slam regularly, so we have to use at least one Swords Dance. Okay. No, Umbreon's clearly a cat too, I would say. Most of them look like cats to me. Don't raise your leaf. Okay, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna set up a second one, just to get a one-hit range on the Charmeleon. There we go. Much better way to handle that fight. We actually had 4 or 5 resets on that fight last run. Believe it or not, most of you were here probably. Okay, remember the order. I bet I get hypnosis put on me by the Executor. I'll use an elixir after this. We stomp that. We can stomp that. Stomp that. Man, my elixirs are buried deep down. Okay, we got 2 or 3 more battles. And then we're on to the Elite Four. Part of me wants to say Golduck is weak enough to where I could just use a stomp. Let's see if that's true. No, it's not true. Golduck, you've gained a little bit of respect in my eyes. Do I get hypnosis on me right here? That's the question. No, just barrage. He's just around for a little barrage today. I mean, you could literally think of something that's a 4-legged furry critter, and you could probably squint your eyes and be like, oh yeah, that evolution could look like that. That's just how it's meant to be, you know? Isn't it called the evolutionary Pokemon? Isn't that its title? Okay, one more tough battle after this. Oh, he tried to use guillotine on me. What a madman. I'm gonna stomp this just because I can't one-hit it with the body slam anyway. Okay, here's an awful piece of crap battle. Am I at full health? I'm not, but I think this is fine. Yeah, it didn't crit. So we set up once, we can sweep this team. This is a very scary fight, by the way. But it gives so much juicy experience. It puts us into level 55. Not only level 55, it lets us not level up till after the Jinx on Lorelei. So it's a very important. Everything we did right there, all worth it. And I think we're going to be entering the league at about 313, which gives us a lot of leeway to really crush it. Because we had 341 on the last run. Remember that, guys. 341 was our time. You might say, why even deposit your Pokemon? I do it for every run. It's a staple. I redid the Mewtwo footage, and I'm getting ready to do that run eventually. And I even did it for that run. For a second, I thought, hey, don't do it. Save yourself the most time possible, but I still did it. Okay, what you want to do here? Stomp this little thing. Turn 2, it's going to use Rest. Free Swords Dance setup. And the battle's over. Bulbapedia says Eevee is an Eevee. That's all it says. You look on its page, there's only one sentence about it. Yeah, this is how the fight... We messed up the experience last time, but this is how the fight was supposed to go. Very clean, very easy. I'm going to double Swords Dance set up for the Machamp ranges. It's an Eevee. That's what people don't get about Pokemon is like, oh, this is a dog, this is a cat. It's Eevee's an Eevee. Like if it's like saying, what's a squirrel in real life? You know what I mean? Like Eevee's an Eevee. Like that's the species. You know what I mean? Alright. Slog through this part of the game using candies. Slugma is an obvious joke. One more. What I'm gonna do is actually... I'm gonna set up my stuff. Here we go. Agatha. One Swords Dance lets you outspeed, so now I get to go first. No crit on the first one. That's honestly heartbreaking. I'm about ready to already just reset, but we'll play it out. I accidentally stomped. Yeah, we're resetting. Man, we broke out of confusion turn 1, but we didn't get the crit. Please break out of confusion, I beg you. Oh no. Break out. Break free. Channel your inner queen. I'm worried. I'm getting a little worried. Man, we had that one. Ah, yes, Haunch Raven, the Raven Pokemon. Man, Agatha, I'm gonna say it, we're deep into the stream. Agatha is a gigantic piece of shit. Two Crabhammers in a row that didn't crit. So now we gotta rely on the last one to miss the hypnosis. Go fuck yourself. You know, we did really good early in the game because we know. Okay. I wish I would have got a hit on that. Okay, we crit. Jesus Christ, man. Like, turn 1 paralysis from the lick. Like, it's so pathetically cheaty to me. It's stupid. Does Krabby even care though? Is Krabby about to pull the reverse sweep out here? Krabby? Krabby? Krabby, you little piece of garbage. There's just no answer for this fight, and even if you did it at level... I was originally doing it at level 70, and if you just buy 4 calciums in the mart, it makes the difference. It's just like, it doesn't matter. Everything the computer does, it'll get away with it. Like, does it need me to hurt myself in confusion? Oh, it'll do it. Does it need me to be paralyzed? It'll do it. Like, the computer doesn't care. It's shameless, and it's stupid. It's like if you were doing like a race for Scott's thoughts, you know? Like, the computer will crit you when you're clearly gonna win the race. This is frustrating. We gotta get through this one. I hate it using... God, substituting to Mega Drain, it's so annoying. And a critical hit. It's sucking the energy out of me. All the positive... It feels like Joe's still in the chat. Asking random strangers if they know if they like gumshoes. Like, it reminds me of that. Like, it puts a damper on my whole entire mood. And then I missed the crab hammer when it would have worked out. Oh, this is one of those concessions. Like, I know it's a bad fight, but now we have to like rely on luck only right here. Okay. Snap out of confusion. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, yo. Something like that. We could say yes. It's fine. We played the first part of the game good enough to where I'm not too worried about it. Confuse Ray is so infuriating because, like, there's hardly any chances to where it doesn't kill me. Like, it doesn't feel like a 50-50 chance. It feels like a 90-10 chance. But, like, on the last run, we had a 90% chance to hit Blizzard, but we missed 3 battles in a row to lose. Like, it's just like... This is why I don't, if you're wondering why, hey, why don't you do a quadruple run where you put the worst Pokemon versus, this is why. I can't play Pokemon all the time. It's not my job. I don't want to put myself through this all the time. Hypnosis. I love it. Put me to sleep, brother. At least we're asleep on this pathetic... You know what? I've had enough. Okay, is this an 18 turn wrap? I'm going to fully set up. You know what I mean? Now I have better everything. It doesn't help with Crabhammer crits. Go. Jump off a cliff. Yeah, it's rough. Because you don't have any way. You have to rely on Crabhammer crits, an 85% accurate move. And if it uses a turn 1 substitute, it's just like, cool. That's all you can say about it. I'm going to risk it here. I'm going to fully set up. I'm tired of it. I'm going off the script here. Give myself some more boost. Oh, I missed the Crabhammer? Oh, please, sir, can I have some more? I missed the Crabhammer straight into a Confuse Ray. This is the intent. Oh my god. I didn't know Hypnosis had 100% accuracy. I don't care. The idea is that the Agatha does not have good AI. I mean, this is awful. That's all there is to say about it. It's god awful. Okay. Give me a second. This one was going good, and it's just like, Oh, I can barely get off one lick before I live. Oh my god, that one lick perfectly paralyzed me. I'm drinking some water real quick. Little bitch. This is it. I don't give a hoot. Why would you do that though? Why would you catch something with a level 5 Ghastly? Jesus Christ. I've never in my life, until I was practicing this fight, it brought back a lot of bad memories for me. Oh, a critical hit? So let's recap. Let's recap. Can we all recap here? Can we recap in the chat here? One lick, it hit the paralysis proc. I missed enough crab hammers and hit myself in confusion a lot, and it crit on the Mega Drain. So Agatha, I do need energy. I actually need a raspberry. I need a strawberry vanilla energy, if you're listening. If I can get that brought to me. Okay. Okay. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. I missed twice in a row. This is infuriating. Krabby sucks. Kingler's gonna have the same problem. Kingler's gonna have the same exact problem, and it's still gonna suck dick. Because it has nothing to deal with Agatha, and as much as I would love to sit here and say, oh, this is gonna be a good run, it's not. Because it has nothing to... They can't deal with Agatha. And it's frustrating. It's infuriating. Yeah, 85% accuracy. More like 3% accuracy. Okay, can we stop hitting ourselves? Okay. Just whatever. Just go for it. If it happens, it happens. Oh, wow. Ooh, I love that you have a 100% accurate hypnosis that hasn't missed a single time. It's so... Pokemon's fun. And I have a lot of fun with it. Oh, it feels awful. Like, it's like... You talk about Krabby and you're like going through the run and you're like, oh, Krabby has this and this and this problem. But what it comes down to is that Krabby has absolutely zero way to deal with Agatha. Oh, and I'm paralyzed. I'm not stuck. All right. And I dare you to say it again. We're at significantly less resets here. This is the only way to make it through Agatha without destroying your time. Oh, a Pearson berry would be amazing. I would love to do something with that swap there, but there's just nothing you can do. But now we outspeed. Mega Drain didn't crit. And that's about... I have a 78% chance to crit and I didn't crit. Okay. Why would that do better? Edmundo, I really do, like, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you watching and I appreciate the advice or like trying to help. But I have damage numbers and the 78% chance to crit on Crabhammer is the only way to put these into a 1-shot or a 2-shot. The other things would be a 3-shot and the battle would be worse, and it's not even worth my time to teach them just to show you guys that. You gotta just trust me. Back-to-back Mega Drains into a lick paralysis, like it's almost disgusting. To be honest with you. Man. This one really wasn't that bad. I would like to look back in the VOD and see. I think we did this in less than 5 tries on the first attempt. Like I said last night, I was testing it and I was able to get through it on the second try. And I just don't know. Like right there, I missed a crab hammer. I missed 2 crab hammers. I'll reset again. I don't give a shit. No, you set up on the Gengar because it lets you outspeed it. So it's essentially a free turn. Like, it goes first, you set up Swords Dance, and you go first again. There's like little intricate parts about it like that. That's like hard to see on the first cuff, but you just gotta trust in the process. Like, there's just not much I can do when like Hypnosis doesn't miss and I stay asleep for all 7 turns and like Lick paralyzes me on the first turn. Like, there's not a ton I can do about it. I ran out of... This is the attempt. Like, I have it dead to rights. I ran out of PP because I missed too many crab hammers. This is the most unlucky attempt ever. Like I said, I'm beyond caring at this point. That's awful. That's awful. Isn't it crazy that it works out that way? Turn 1 paralysis. This is funny. Here's what I'm gonna have to do. I've thought about this long and hard. So like on streams that a Pokemon just has abysmal stream luck, I'm gonna have to do like a weighted scale. Like I can't with a good conscience sit here and say, oh, Krabby's a 30 reset Pokemon, because it's not. Like, if I were to come back and do this fight tomorrow, there's a chance I might do it within 5 times. You know what I mean? But, like, it's just so frustrating. Like, that should have been the victory. See, now I have 5 crab hammers. And it doesn't matter. It's just so annoying. So, runs like this, there's a few runs that are like this. I can't think of any high examples off the top of my head. To where, like, I would review the bot first turn Lick paralysis. It's unreal. It's crazy. And then he catches the crab hammer on the Golbat. It's so crazy. I mean, I could just look at the run and just do like a truncation of it. I'd appreciate that. I'd love a script that would write me automatic splits for in-game time, but I haven't started. I think I got some stuff going, but I just haven't worked on it yet. Okay, who cares? But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not indicative to Krabby to be like, oh, this is a 40 reset run, just because I had the worst luck ever. If it's a turn 1 Lick, still not great. Yeah, I've used ChatGPT. I actually use it to help me with the formula I do for rankings. Do you think that Agatha's hypnosis literally... Do I need to dig into the game code right now and see if Agatha has a 100% hypnosis? It hasn't missed, guys. That's what's so frustrating about it. It's the Agatha Lorelei. It's really not. It kind of is with this specifically, but most of the time, like, I actually plan out routes and I don't try to do them in the first attempt, so they're usually planned out really well. Krabby just doesn't have a great answer. Paralyzed. Yeah, she just has Spore. Straight up Spore. I missed a crab hammer. Was that 2 crab hammer misses in a row, or is that a fully paralysis into that? Snap out of your confusion and get some luck. It's time. Nope. It's so stupid. I'm ready for this run to be over. It's so stupid. I don't like this instant swap. I'd rather get some damage onto the Gengar first. It's unreal. Look, I'm paralyzed again. Like, is that not crazy to you guys? Like, how often it happens in a crit? Okay, we'll just give you the reset. I hope you're happy. You get a couple extra resets, Agatha. You can go home tonight and think about them. Isaac, you sound like a smart man. I remember you from the Polyrath stream where we came up with a different strategy that's a little better. Fortunately, just not a lot of moves here. Nope. Okay, this is about as good as the Gengar can go. I missed. Snap out of confusion, please. No, Kevin. I will not do that. Ugh. It's really at this point, like I'm like so invested into like how, because it's not like this is the first run, you know what I mean? Like it's not the first run to where like you're sitting down, you're thinking, okay, maybe something's wrong. This is like something I've tested several times, and we just did it on a run. See you, dude. Okay, pretty good. No, Remil, that sounds like something fake. The RNG's not tied to anything. I'm just having bad luck. It's just, there's nothing you can do about it. It was great. It was a few weeks ago, a month ago actually, so it was pretty good. I mean, this right here is about as good as an attempt can go. Got it. Okay. Cool. But Kevin, let me ask you this. Do you know that, or are you just guessing that a 20 base power move is going to allow me to do that? That's what I want to know. Like, do you fully know? Do you have some like numbers for me, or like, are you just saying that? Do you just feel like it would, or do we have like actual tangible numbers here? Because it's a very big difference. I don't think you guys realize that Crabhammer at that level has like 250 effective power. Like, it's absurd. I think we crit there. Bad luck. Literally like 90% accurate Blizzard. All we gotta do is have it hit twice. It missed several times last run. It's really just Agatha. Like, we don't even have to be level 68 for the rest of the stuff in the run. Agatha's just a piece of crap for this run. This one just comes down to like, maybe I don't get Earthquake twice or get crit, and I should be able to do this one pretty easy as well. Fury swaps, I'll take that. Hey, Gen 1's a beautiful place. We already talked about it, but Executor will only go for Leech Seed, so we're free for the sweep. That's the run over. I think we saved 15 minutes off of the first one. We'll have to take a look. We'll have to take like an objective look at the resets, because like, I don't believe that that's a good representation. You know what I mean? I did a run last night that had 12. I think we had 23, and then this one had 29. So the resets kept going up and up. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. Yeah, but setting up 3 times, like, setting up 3 times rather than just swords dancing once to get the speed boost, and then just using Crab Hammer twice, it's like a net loss of turns. The turn economy is not great. But I do have, in all my runs though, I do have like a link in the description that's like, hey, here's what I use. Here's the exact precise rules that I use. If anybody wants to do a run, make up a route, do whatever, and they can get better results and all that kind of stuff, like I'm all for it. Like just little improvements and stuff like that. But I just don't think that's a better strategy. The problem is RNG. The longer time that you give the Gengars and stuff like that, the worse it is. So when you're setting up for 3 turns, then using a lick and stuff like that, it just takes a while. Pretty good run though. This actually puts it in line with, let me find. I can't argue with the final time for sure. I'm pulling up something real quick to look at. Okay, what does that put it in line with? Yeah, pretty close to Charmander actually. Really, really close to Jinx with some extra resets. I think more than likely it's going to end up being really close to what I have Marowak ranked at right now, which is should be over a 70, so a C ranked Pokemon. So pretty good actually. Not bad at all. Yeah, I tested out like just the act, like if the fight went perfect, I still think mimicking lick and stuff like that would be like slower. But you also have to take into account that I need to route in extra money, I need to buy a Pokedoll, I need to go get Mimic, I need to teach Mimic. I think it would just be slower overall. I have tested out Surf, I've tested out doing really degenerate things like fishing for a freeze proc, using Harden instead of Swords Dance so that you can boost your special. There's just not much you can do against Erica unless you're willing to sacrifice time. Now, in-game time of 3 hours and 26 minutes is really fast considering all that stuff. So anybody wants to send me a screenshot of something faster or like something groundbreaking that I didn't think of, I'm all for it. I would love to see it. I'd love to hear what you did and improve on my next one. But with that said, if you only knew, yeah, that's another good reason to pick that. The streams, no real ones at the end of the stream, but it is time to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a few ads. If you want to watch them, cool. If you don't, I could care less. But that's the end for me. I'll see you Sunday. We'll be doing Oddish, I think, video. So cool. I'll see you then.